I think it's only right that we echo everything Caleb said, where it's like we're not ducking nothing. We here. Like this is what they wanted to do. They've executed their plan exactly how they wanted to. It's time. Like it's Caleb. I have, like I said, high expectations. I expect him to exceed those expectations at the end of the day. I really do expect a CJ Stroud type of season from him, just based off everything he said and everything, and knowing like the way you said, like you said, he's already been getting pieces of the playbook, and working with DJ, and having throwing sessions with his receivers. Obviously, got to get him in the pads and see what he does, in competition. But with everything I've seen, bro, I'm it's time, I feel, for us to stop being cautiously optimistic and just be optimistic, and just say, it's really time for the Bears to become a true modern NFL franchise. I liked Mikey went through all his picks. I agree for the most part. I think the punter is dope because one thing he'll be able to do is flip the field. A friend of mine went to Iowa, so I watched a lot of Iowa games on Saturdays, and they punted a lot. And bro flipped the field a lot. He was at times their best offensive player. So like you never seen a punter with a fucking 8-minute highlight tape. But he has one, and he is a Chicago Bear. Like, I think he's like 6'2", 2 something, but like Australia, Aussie style football player he's a punter, and he's a damn good one. So having him as a weapon on special teams, one thing about the Bears that is, always been partially Bears tradition is that we are good on special teams. Like when these teams are good, we've been good on special teams, good punter, good field goal kicker, been able to flip the field, manage field goal position, and that helps your defense. And so that's why I was extremely excited when we went receiver at 9. Like, because that's what we've been begging for. Like, just overdo it. Don't just do it. Overdo it. Like now we got, like you said, 3 quality wide receivers. You add DeAndre Swift. You still got Roshan Johnson. You still got Khalil Herbert. You still have well, yeah, so you got 3 running backs, 3 receivers. Still got Cole Kmet. You added a second tight end. So, yeah. So, bro, you got weapons galore. You've added depth to your offensive line. So it's a situation where I'm coming in with extremely high expectations, and I'm optimistic that they will exceed those expectations. I'm not really concerned about the floor, because I think the floor with this team is like 8 wins. Like they'll win 8 games, and Caleb does okay. But I think if he does good, which I think he'll do good, if not great, this is a 10-win team at minimum. So I think for me, seeing the draft, us only having 4 picks, and maximizing those picks, not doing anything extra, and I think it's gonna be crazy, bro. But like with the receivers, the versatility, Keenan Allen his route running is insane. We saw what DJ did last year. We see what everybody. We just spoke. Bro just spoke about Hujmazada talking about it, but we see what everybody said about Rome. Like, so the talent is there, the staff is there. I'm optimistic, but I'm extremely excited, bro.
the way Orlando's fucking spelled Houshmandzada, like the way you would say it, Houshmandzada, Menzada, motherfucker typed out Mazda.
TJ, who's your mama? Remember the commercials?
Right. No, I agree. I agree though with everything. Like you said, Scott, I think everybody's overall feeling like it didn't feel real. Like no funny shit. It didn't feel real. Like we woke up and it was like, damn, like we operating like the right way. Even if you look into when they would show different war rooms with the GMs and everything, it looked like the Bears knew what the fuck they were doing for the first time. So, I think we have every right to be optimistic. And the way I see it, they're just looking for Caleb Williams to be in year 1 just slightly better than Justin Fields. Slightly better than Justin Fields is 10 wins minimum. The way with this, the way the weapons are constructed, and the way they plan on having this team, with the defense returning. So health is a big factor. You can never bank on people being healthy. Last year we were relatively healthy for the most part. This year that injury bug could creep up. But if all things are equal, this team is definitely going to put a lot of smiles on our faces on Sundays.
Yeah, and I want to talk about Caleb's superstar presence, man, because I kind of feel too like this is where like something that I peeped early was This is something that the Bears have never had before, like a superstar on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know if y'all can hear a dog barking in the background. If y'all can, I apologize. Do not get animals. But anyway, um, this is something I feel like is going to be great for the Bears because one thing that I love about Caleb, as you said, Mikey, too, in your opening statement, is everybody's like, why he want to come to Bears? This nigga is proud to be a Bear. Now, do I like the little bear claw thing? No, that's not my thing, but the kids are going to do it. You're going to see hella kids at camp this year doing the bear claw shit. They're going to be wearing the Caleb jersey. It's going to be a big thing. But to have a star on the charter franchise is going to do wonders for this franchise in more words than I can explain. I don't know what he's going to do rookie year. I think it's going to be pretty good. I'm not worried about being a bust at all. Now, whether he becomes next Mahomes, Rodgers, whatever, we won't know that for years from now. I'm not worried about bust. You know, somebody put up like a Johnny Manziel comment. I'm like, one thing Johnny Manziel told y'all right away. I was doing hella drugs. I was doing hella alcohol. I wasn't looking at the playbook. Caleb is focused. And I think that he knows what's in front of him. He wants to be immortal. This is the place. This is the time to do it. And as far as the Bears, they're going to put him in the best positions to do that. And that's what's so exciting as a fan, because it's like we're not going to our usual, oh, well, you know, I hope the Bears do this, you know, maybe we can win a cup. No, like niggas is going into it focused and know they got a goal. And that's something I felt being at that press conference last week. And he's getting in with the rookies. Like when you heard, not the rookies, but the vets. When Cole Kmet came out and said, damn, I actually felt bad for, you know, thinking the things that I thought about him without meeting him, tells you what kind of guy Caleb is. To have the fact he called Jalen Johnson like, yo, we good? It lets me know he's not a pussy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That you can call a vet who is, you know, I love Jalen, who put a lot of dip on the ship this offseason. And just
he still dropped about 4 picks now.
Yeah,
right, exactly.
Jalen Sanders. That's how that nigga been talking.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but to say that they're gonna do that and you know, he's out here, you know, training with DJ at the Coliseum, that's the stuff you want to see, man. And I'm just excited about it, man. Mikey, what you think about his superstar, you know, shining already and like where this can take the franchise?
They better be prepared for it because, you know, they like to operate like a mom and pop shop, but this is not no mom and pop quarterback. You know, this is the first quarterback. This is the first really major college player to come out that had a top 3. I think he was top 3 in NIL money. You know what I'm saying? So this is the elite of the elite. This is, and you know, kind of going into that whole bear claw situation, like it might look goofy to us because we're in our 30s, but for the younger fans, and for his brand, he knows what the fuck he's doing, you know? And that is going to be, like you said, something that we're going to be seeing the little shorties doing. We're going to be seeing it probably if they get selected on Hard Knocks. You already see the NFL is pumping it out. The motherfucker's been a Bear for a week and a half, and everywhere he's at, he's throwing up that bear claw. So fuck it. You know what? Go ahead and put the world on notice that the Bears are here. So I think it's gonna be crazy. The city hasn't had somebody with this type of personality and like presence socially in a long time. Nobody from that Cubs team was this popular. You know, this is D Rose was popular, but D Rose ain't have the personality that Caleb Williams has. You know, you gotta really go back to
him and Justin had the same personality, damn near.
Yeah. They're just a little stoic, all business, and we love that, you know. But you know, other people, you know, they shine a little bit brighter and they shine a little different. And you know, you really got to go back to Rodman, you know, to somebody that's like, you know, not even like flamboyant, but just like he walks in the room and he's gonna command the room, you know, with his personality. You know, you saw him. I don't even know who these fucking streamers are, but you saw him the day of the draft. He's playing like. You know, he got 2 streamers going one-on-one and he's throwing the ball to them and his personality is shining and he's recording and, you know, like that's just who he is. So, you know, Bears fans need to get used to seeing him in the limelight because if he's anything that we think that he could be, he's going to stay in the limelight. You know, So the endorsements are going to go up, the commercials will go up, the billboards will go up, and it's only going to make more eyes on the Chicago Bears. Now I'm hoping that we get to the point now where we don't got to be on Twitter and see all these fucking dick riders talking about like, oh shit, the Bears on prime time again. Yeah, we on prime time again.
Oh, these niggas on Monday Night Football again.
Yeah, we putting up 28 points a game, motherfucker. That's why we on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited, and I think he's gonna do really well in the city. The city is gonna embrace him. And kind of go back to what you're saying, like, and what I was saying about seeing him embrace the Bears. You also got to remember, Twitter has become very nasty over the last 2 years, and especially since Elon did the shit with the blue check mark, with the amount of fake aggregator pages, fake pages that could tweet anything, and the amount of fucking idiots in this country that actually believe it. So a lot of the Caleb shit that was brought up was fake. It was nothing, but you can't tell people, what's real or not, because you put it on Twitter and they see it, they be like, oh no, it says it right here, so it's real. So I think he's gonna prove everybody wrong. I'm ready to see what these mini camp photos look like. You see him in his uniform. I'm ready to see the first clip of him throwing a pass to Roma Dunze next week, posted on social. Like, that's just gonna only make us. I want the summer to go by already. I'm ready for football.
No, absolutely, bro. And I think it's one of the first times in a very long time with a person who is being placed at the center of the Chicago sports universe, it doesn't feel forced. Like, I feel like with Tim Anderson, it felt forced a lot of times. Like, he did his thing. We were good. It was all, we came up with the whole, his TA goals, the White Sox go, and all of that. But
he was a front runner.
Yeah. He wasn't somebody who really truly
right
was about everything he was saying, as we see now. But when you look at Caleb Williams and everything he's done up to this point, he has 100% made me do a 180 on my thoughts of him. Like, everything he said about the Bears, like I remember it was a few months before the draft where I said, yeah, it sounds good from the PR people, but we need to hear it from Caleb. Well, now not only have we heard it from Caleb, but we've seen it from Caleb. We've seen the excitement, we've seen the press conferences where he's brought that same braggadocious behavior to Chicago and saying, like I said, then we here, like we not ducking, we here, and he knows what the expectations are, and he knows what it is. And even his answer to Joe's question when he said, I don't see the pressure that way, like he understands. Yeah, this franchise has not had a quarterback, but at the same time that's irrelevant to him. He's here to be Caleb Williams, and if Caleb Williams is everything he believes he can be, then he'll be one of the greats, and then that conversation will change. So I love it. I'm not really concerned with the city because, like we said, we always talk about front runners. If they're winning, they're not gonna say shit to him. He'll be Teflon and be able to do what he wants to do. And even if they lose it, I feel like he has the personality to where it's not going to affect him. It's not going to be a Mitch thing where we have to worry about him turning the TVs off. Like, he's going to still be Caleb no matter what's going on. But I think there will be a lot of positive things going on, so it won't even be a factor. Like, it'll be something we talk about now. But as things start to get rolling, then we'll be like, no, okay, yeah, he's good.
That paper on this player haters, old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna